Hi everybody, my name is Barry Schwartz and this is the Search Buzz Video Recap. Today is Friday, September 5th, and this is the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable over the past week. First up, if you missed the whole past month, you were on a long summer vacation, good for you, but you catch up. I did a whole long September, which is really from August, webmaster report going through all the major things. Just to sum it up, the major things that happened this past month were Google killed authorship, there were more link penalties, they updated their quality guidelines, Google revealed they made about 890 search changes in the past year or so. They gave us a lot more SSL HTTPS tips regarding that. There was a cool teapot Easter egg, and there was a lot of chatter going on around maybe Penguin being tested or some other algorithm updates. So that pretty much recaps the past month of data or webmaster related stuff at Google. Google had a nice write-up in the New Scientist where they basically talked about the Google Knowledge Vault, not the Google Knowledge Graph, but the Google Knowledge Vault. And the Google Knowledge Vault is pretty much more of an automated process in order of acquiring, understanding, and I guess returning answers based off of queries that people are asking, natural language queries. And it's basically increasing that knowledge base in an automated fashion as opposed to the way Google Knowledge Graph does it, where it probably does it in a more of a, it's automated, but it's yet less automated in terms of how it does it because they actually go to specific databases as opposed to unstructured data in some sense. So definitely that's an interesting story if you want to take a look at that. It might give you some insights into the future of where Google's going. A new thing that Google just released this morning is the ability to, they actually improve their site within search. So if you do a search in Google, let's go to this screenshot, sometimes the search box comes up and now the search box is above the site links, which is new. They put it up here. Two is they actually have autocomplete. So now as you type, it actually gives autocomplete suggestions as you search within the site search. So you have the search box up top here, a search result over here with its own site search within. And plus now developers could actually integrate it that if somebody does a search here, it doesn't just take them back to Google with a site search, but it actually goes ahead and takes them right to the actual web page like youtube.com's search result page as opposed to google.com search result page. So it's a nice welcome feature. There's a whole schema on how to actually mark up your content and your search results to actually make that happen. Next up, this is not necessarily new, but it's actually being confirmed by webmasters now that Google is skipping the unrendered page. Googlebot, when it crawls, it's not bothering to actually index and understand what the unrendered page is, meaning without the JavaScript and all that other stuff, but actually looking at the final rendered page after JavaScript and all that other scripting is actually produced. Google will then crawl that specific page as opposed to crawling other pages. And Pierre Farr actually confirmed this, said, we actually told you about this back in May, and please stop blocking your CSS and JavaScript because we need access to that. Which is true. So Google has told us time and time again, if your site's going down temporarily because of a massive traffic spike or you have to do temporary maintenance, use a server response code of 503, which means a temporary outage. Don't use 404s. But how long could you use a 503 without Google saying enough is enough? It's down, it's down, it's down. How long could it be down for? So I would say probably a couple days, 3 days. One person actually did it for 2 months, and Google's like, yeah, we're removing your site from our index. And John Mueller said, your site was gone for over 2 months, we're patient, but our users are going to blame us for leading them to your site that's not actually there. And he also explained if a site's down for a couple of weeks, I think most users would assume that it's gone for good, 503 or not. So weeks, don't use a 503. Don't put your site down for that long. Days, probably okay. I would say 2-3 days max, but again, Google has not set an exact time frame for that. There are some reports at Webmaster World that Google's domain clustering has changed slightly. So domain clustering is basically when Google wants to show diversified search results from different sites in the actual index. So if you do a search, Google doesn't want to have Yelp, 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 Yelp listed in all the search results. They want to have some from Yelp, some from Yahoo Local, from some Google Local, some from different local websites, and not all the same domain name. And some are saying they're seeing a change to that domain clustering algorithm. Google has changed it time and time again, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did, but Google has not confirmed anything. Google AdWords announced a major new update, a new extension called Callout Extensions. Callout Extensions look like this, where you can actually do callouts. These are the site links, these are not callout extensions. These are the reviews, these are not callout extensions. These are review or rating snippets, these are site link snippets. These are the callout snippets. Free shipping, 24-hour. You can put whatever you want in here. You just basically go to this callout box as an AdWords user, put in the information, you can schedule things, and bam, you have it. It's a pretty neat feature for AdWords users or advertisers. Google also, for AdWords, for large AdWords agencies that are doing a lot of billing, they can actually get now a consolidated bill. It works slightly different than the MDOs that people were getting. And so instead of standard billing, one account, one invoice delivered, you can have multiple accounts with one invoice and delivery like that. YouTube announced a new keyword tool. Actually, sorry. YouTube had a keyword tool, and they got rid of it. It went down on September 1st, said this page is no longer available. This is what happens when you go there, so that YouTube keyword tool is forever gone. Google is testing, and it's been spotted in the wild, Google Hangouts links directly in the search results. So you do a search for GoDaddy, this came up as a bigger screenshot of it, and Google's been testing that for a while, but now we saw it in the wild. Google's been offering reconsideration request tips this whole week. One is, check to see if you have a manual action viewer. These are all basic stuff. Use the Google resources that are available. Here they are. If you get a manual action. 3 is disavowing links is not enough. You definitely want to disavow links, but you also have to actually manually remove the links as well. You have to show effort in that. And finally, well, not finally, there's one more to come, but basically Google said use the Google Fetch as Googlebot tool to actually see if you were hacked or not. That's a very important feature. Google AdSense is testing paginated Adsense ads. So you can actually click on a little circle. It will actually flip between the same ad, which is nice. Google's new homepage, I discussed last week, I believe, that they disabled. It's actually being disabled for more older browsers. Google says it's by design, it's not a bug. They are disabling the Google homepage, the new Google homepage, for less modern browsers. Remember we discussed a few weeks ago about the Bing image widget tool, which actually lets you embed search results from Bing images directly on your website. Getty Images is actually suing them over that as a copyright infringement. Sorry. And finally, this is an old one, I didn't know that, but it's basically you type in kerning versus typographic kerning. You'll see a little kerning going on right there, which is pretty neat Easter egg from Google, and that's pretty old. Anyway, thanks so much for listening to the Search Buzz Video Recap. Today again is September 5th. That's the news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at seroundtable.com. Again, I apologize for going fast, but I'm really in a rush, and hopefully you guys can hear me. I know I'm a New Yorker, so I talk really fast. There's always a text recap you can get, and everyone have a great weekend. I'll see you guys next. Bye.